Hi, Kris. A couple for you. First one, is there any chance Matthias Ekholm plays tomorrow?
No, he's not ready.
Second one is, you have such a mature group. This was a tough loss because a lot of guys felt they let it slip away. How confident are you in their ability to kind of rebound from something like this? Maybe a few years ago when they were younger, it would have been tougher, but this is such a mature, experienced group they can just put it past you and move on.
Yeah, a couple of years ago they weren't as mature and hadn't had the experience, and also the team wasn't as good as they are now. So, it was heartbreaking the other night, but we've had some heartbreaking games through this stretch. Whether that was game 1 against LA, I believe it was game 3 against Vegas. Kind of get more heartbreaking than that. Last year, the way things went, I think we'll respond and put in a good effort. And I think there was a lot of positives from the other night, but there's always room to get better.
Left side, front row, Dan.
Kris, as Derek kind of alluded to, game ones haven't been too kind to this team. I think they're lost 4 of 6 since you've been the coach, and it extends far beyond that. I just wonder how you turn the page, and as a coach, what you kind of look for in terms of readjusting this team heading into a game 2.
I think there was a lot of positives, so I don't think that we're going to change our game plan. I don't think we need to alter things a lot. There are things that we can get better at, and one is we know Dallas is a very good team. A couple areas where they're dangerous and they're on the rush. They score a lot of goals off the rush, so we need to make sure that we're not putting them in a position to have success there. And the other position they're really good in is the power play. Their power play has been really good, especially the second half of the regular season and into the playoffs. And they've really capitalized on that. And obviously the big story last night was the power play goals that they scored in the third period. So we need to try and eliminate those 2 things.
Right side, back row, Corey.
Kris, you guys have mentioned earlier today, a lot of stick fouls in the third period leading to the power plays. Is that a byproduct of a team that's pushing and the Stars in the third? And how do you combat that, knowing that ideally you want to be defending hard in the third period?
Yeah, the more time you defend, the more time you're in a position to take penalties. And I don't. I'll get away from that. Not no criticism on the officials or anything, but just our position on power plays, for and against, stuff like that. But no, when they push, you're in a position to defend, and you're getting vulnerable to having to take a stick infraction or any kind of infraction. And the more we can possess the puck, the more we can spend in the offensive zone, less likely we're going to be spending times where we're going to take penalties, or certainly I hope we're not taking penalties in the offensive zone. They're a good team, 5-on-5, exceptionally well on the power play. We have to make adjustments to, one, get better on the penalty kill, but also giving them fewer opportunities.
Front row in the middle, Mark.
Kris, you guys have been under the hood on this PK for most of the season, and you found some solutions and had some good stretches, but it keeps kind of going south on you at some point. Here we are in the playoffs at 62%, which is, as you would probably say, is not good enough. Where are you on that in terms of urgency? And I guess, or do you have any new ideas left for something you've been working on for a long time here?
I think, our staff, we talk about the penalty kill or any system quite a bit, and we are always trying to make adjustments. And I think through the first 2 rounds, we've done a pretty good job of making adjustments that are needed against whether it was LA's power play, which was very good. Vegas had an exceptional power play all season long, and I think as the series went on, in both those series, it got better. And I think it's important for us to make adjustments, which we will be making some adjustments. But also, that being said, I think we spent 40-odd seconds in the defensive zone, and that led to 3 goals against. So, sometimes there's the luck factor, and sometimes it's just breakdowns or whatever it is. But for the 4 kills that we had and the amount of time that we spent in the defensive zone, I'm going to say that we're close, but there are things that could be just a little bit sharper.
Stay in that same row, Ryan.
Just following up on that, and I don't expect you to give necessarily deep specifics on it, but in your experience this year, has it been Is it small details? Is it shooting lanes and such, or has there been a theme to it as it sort of aggregates?
No,
over the year?
no, I don't think there's any theme to our penalty kill when we're giving up goals, because I think Mark Stewart does a great job adjusting to what we need to do. And I also think our players are very receptive on correcting mistakes, any adjustments that we have to make. I think they're great at doing that. So if it was a theme that continues on, then I would say we've got a problem. Then we have to change our personnel. We have to change our system. Right now, it's just a little bit of everything. So that's it.